Over the years, I noticed that most people approach us fall into two very clear groups. The first time usually starts with a conversation by saying that I'm just doing some research, I'm not buying anytime soon. You just ask for a lot of information, ask for brochures, ask for reports, ask for slides, ask for comparison, ask for data. They want to understand the market, but they keep the conversation at bay. Only WhatsApp once a while, then if you try to give them a call, they will not be actually be answering a call. When we suggest having a short discovery call on Zoom so we can understand their situation better and share insights more meaningfully, they often hesitate. They will always say things, I'm not ready yet, I just want to read first, I don't want to waste your time, I'm not too sure, this one is 99 years, I want freehold, this is 30 years, this is 25, all sorts of reasons, everything. Okay, on the surface, they sound responsible. But here's what I've learned after so many years in this industry. Information alone rarely helps people make better decisions. Property decisions are made from slides, they are made from context. Without understanding someone's timeline, financial structure, family plans, and long term direction, information remains very abstract. It's like reading a map without knowing where you're starting from. That's why we always suggest a discovery call, a conversation first, not to sell, but to actually to understand what exactly matters for that person. Then there's a second type of client. These are the people who say, I don't know if this property works for me yet, but I'd like to understand how it might fit, and I'd like to hear from you in terms of what exactly it is, or you can share more information with me. They're not much in the mind, they're open to learning in the more structured way. They're willing to ask a lot of questions, explore scenarios, and consider how property decisions connect to their long-term plans. These clients don't just want information, they want a lot more than information. They want clarity, and clarity comes from conversation, not from downloading more PDFs. Now, if I had to choose, I always choose to work with the second type of clients, of course, not because they are more urgent buyers, but because they are serious about understanding what exactly they need to know. They recognize that property decisions aren't about collecting more data, they are about interpreting the right data in the context of their life. Of course, we can send slides, we can send charts, we can send reports to anyone, but without information, without interpretation, rarely changes any outcome. Most of the time, people will only collect information, end up being overwhelmed. They read more, compare more, and still feel very unsure. On the other hand, people who are open to structured discussion often reach clarity a lot more faster, even if they don't buy immediately. Right? Even if they don't buy anything, they have a lot more clarity. At least they get a clear picture in terms of whether this one makes sense for them. Because property planning isn't about speed, it's about direction. So if you're watching this and you're in research mode, that's completely fine. Just ask yourself one question. Are you collecting information, or are you trying to understand your path? If you're serious about understanding how property might fit your future, then you need to be open to discover and understand a lot more, because a lot of information are not exactly just found on internet. Interpreting it and applying the information to your situation is a totally complete different game.